You've both are grounded.
Stephanie and Stephen forces Azure Midnight Gemstone do 2K3 to take the trolls way to the extreme again.
Oh gosh. I cannot believe that Azure Midnight Gemstone did stop taking the trolls way to the extreme, unlike what he did back in 2019 to 2020. Even though he still sucks for making grounded videos out of me since back in 2019. And I think that Azure ending my grounded series since Easter 2021, which is my few good point about him.
I know, right, my sister? But my most favorite thing about Azure's behavior is, he used to wish the innocent users a happy birthday back in November 2019, April 6th, and June 14th, 2020. Another Azure's behavior thing that becoming my favorite thing that is that he used to take the UTTPTHDTC trolls way to the extreme back in 2019 to 2020. But, too bad that he's no longer taking the UTTPTHDTC trolls way to the extreme thanks to True Sock Puppet Maker using Wrapper offline for the first time, back in the end of July 2020.
Like, brought to True Sock Puppet Maker. Why would you making go animate videos since back in 2020, which is makes Azure to stop taking the UTTPTHDTC trolls way to the extreme. We're not talking about that much longer. We will think about forcing Azure to take the trolls way to the extreme again, even if the user's name has the UTTPTHDTC name on their username or not.
My sister. That's gave us an idea of what you're saying, my sister. We will go into forcing Azure Midnight to take the trolls way to the extreme, even if it has the UTTPTHDTC in the trolls username or not.
Let's go, my brother Stefan. Let's do this.
Well, I'm gonna work on Flash themes videos here today.
What's up there, Azure Midnight Gender Faker Supporter do 2K3.
Oh great, not you two again, Stephanie and Stefan Gavin, who's forced me. The optimistic angel man. And Azariah Ryan to wish Tails Roblox Gaming a happy birthday again back in May 2021. And then beat me. The optimistic angel man. And Azariah Ryan up just because of me. The optimistic angel man and Azariah didn't wish Tails Roblox Gaming a happy birthday again in 2021. What the heck are you both want from me for this time, huh?
Well, Azure. Have you stopped taking trolls way too seriously since last day of July 2020, and you even making a message to people who's taking trolls way too seriously back in July 2020 as well?
Yup, I am, because of one, Roblox and NASCAR fans stopped taking the UTTPTHDTC trolls way too seriously back in June 25th or 26th 2020, and 2. People are still taking trolls way too seriously back then. And even until this day. Also, I completely regret taking the trolls way to the extreme back in 2019 to 2020, including the UTTPTHDTC trolls, and I'm no longer taking the trolls way too seriously ever again in my life.
Well, Actually, Equin the true sock puppet maker is the one who's making Roblox and NASCAR fan to stop taking UTTPTHDTC trolls way too seriously back in June 2020. And, Equin even made you to make a message to people who's taking the UTTPTHDTC trolls way too seriously just because he wanted to wish his own sock puppet friends a happy birthday on June 14, 2021.
Yup. You can blame Equin for making you to made a message video to people who's taking the trolls way too seriously so he can join the rapper community just to make you to wish his own sock puppet friends a happy birthday on June 14, 2021.
Okay, are you both brain dead or something? First of all, Equin even made me to make a message video to people who's taking the trolls way too seriously back in June 26, 2020. Second, the reason why Equin joined the Go Animate community is because of he got rapper offline back in July 2020. And third, Equin didn't even creating any sock puppet accounts in either YouTube or Instagram at all, and plus, what did Serena has told you both and all of your friends that Equin didn't even create Sire for fuck's sake?
Yeah right, but we don't believe you about that Equin sock puppet named Syra.
Yeah. We don't believe Serena Jerkson's message to two of us and all of my friends about Syra, back in June this year. Also, we too demand you to bring back the bad videos out of a trolls right now.
Yeah. Take the UTTPTHDTC trolls way too seriously again just like what you did back in 2019 right fucking now. Because we'll miss the moment when you taking the UTTPTHDTC trolls way to the extreme.
What? Are you both trying to make me a troll feeder again? Oh fuck no, I don't want to be a troll feeder ever again, and I don't want to take the UTTPTHDTC trolls way to the extreme ever again.
Start taking the trolls way to the extreme again right now, even if the troll user has a UTTPTHDTC in their username or not.
Heck yeah my brother Stefan. We don't fucking care if the troll username has a UTTPTHDTC in it or not, but still. Start taking a trolls way too seriously again right now.
I just said no. And no, I don't want to be a troll feeder ever again in my entire life, even if their username has a UTTPTHDTC term in it or not.
You better to start taking the trolls, including the UTTPTHDTC troll to the extreme again, or else we will beat you up again.
If you both forcing me to taking a trolls, including the UTTPTHDTC one's way to the extreme one more time, I will call your parents on both of you.
Start taking the trolls way to the extreme again right fucking now.
You know what you two, I'm calling your parents for forcing me to be a troll feeder again. When I don't want to be a troll feeder ever again, go home right now. You 2020 years fanboys and fangirls.
Oh no, my sister. We've been so busted yet again.
Stephanie and Stepane. Why in the world did you both forcing Azure Midnight Gemstone Dude 2K3 to taking the trolls way too seriously again, even if it has a UTTPTHDTC in their username or not? You both should know that Azure is no longer being a troll feeder. Plus, if people taking the trolls, including the UTTPTHDTC one way to the extreme, people would be becoming a troll feeders. Also, this is the third time you both did the bad things on Azure Midnight Gemstone Dude.
First, you both forcing Azure Midnight, the Optimistic Angel Man, and Azariah Ryan 789 to wish Tails Roblox Gaming a happy birthday again. Then you both beat them up just because they don't want it, back in May 2021. And then, you both beating up Azure again just because he's gonna wish Equin a happy birthday, back in November 2021. And now you both forcing Azure to taking a trolls way too seriously again, and trying to make him a troll feeder again. And for that, you both are grounded for 9 to 10 days. Now go to each of your room right this instant.
Man. We're grounded again. This is stinks.